How to make a fabric heart needle case. Take two fabrics, fold as so, and then cut out half a heart shape. This one I've already cut, so I'll use that one as a sort of template. So I just want the half on the fold. Pair up the two hearts, so you've got the two different fabrics right sides together, and then stitch round the outside with a 1/4 inch seam. You may like to pin yours first. I tend to just take it to the sewing machine. Start on the long edge of the heart and stitch with a 1/4 inch seam, about using a 2 stitches to the inch or 2.2, which is about 12 stitches. When you get to the point of the heart, stop, put the needle down into the fabric, lift and turn the foot. When you're going around the curve, just take your time, take it a bit slower and ease the fabric round. The tricky bit is the indent. As you come into the indent of the heart, you want to actually go past the edge and stop about a 1/4 inch in. Lift the foot again and turn so you've got a nice sharp point, and settle back on the 1/4 inch. Keep going all the way round the heart. When you get to the end, just overlap the stitches that you started with and then just cut your thread. When the heart is stitched around, snip off the bottom of the point, just in the seam allowance, and make a deep cut into the seam at the indent, but don't cut through the seams. You can also snip carefully around all the curved areas. But don't cut through the stitching line. If you do, take it back to the sewing machine and stitch over that again. Okay. Then very carefully, whichever's going to be the inside of your heart, and in my case it's going to be the cream fabric, pull the cream fabric apart, fold it, and where the centre is, and you can see that from the point of the heart there, just make a little snip, just a slit like that, and use that to turn the heart out, and do that on the other one as well. Both hearts turned out. You need to force these out carefully, and then we're going to press them. You can see the little slit in both sides that will be covered in a little while when we put the felt in. Okay, to complete the heart, you take one side with the felt. I've actually left my slit open there, but I'm going to be stitching over it in a minute. So I've got it with the right side up. I'm taking one piece of ribbon, and I'm just going to stitch down the centre of the heart with an ordinary straight stitch, just to hold it in place. so there we have our stitched heart. Take the other one and lay that with about 3 to 4 inches between, and stitch that one across as well, and it has the felt on the other side as well. You might want to pin this in place. Smooth that, there we go. Okay, when you get to the end, just cut the thread. And there you go. Oh, I didn't say, you have to be careful not to twist the ribbon in between. And then you fold the two over, and that creates your loop. You can then trim off the end of that ribbon. So you've now got your 2 hearts with the loop ready to join in the centre. You've already attached them so they're nice and secure. And I'm now going to stitch either side of the ribbon and hold the whole thing together. You might want to adjust the setting on your machine and do a slightly larger stitch, because essentially you're quilting here through quite a few layers. So I'm just stitching down one side of the ribbon. And I'll stitch down the other side. The other thing you could do, of course, is if you've got a nice embroidery stitch on your machine, you could do a nice embroidery stitch down the centre. And there you have it, your heart-shaped needle case, plenty of room for needles and pins on either side, and a hoop to hang it by.